stood out in their position, starting in the top lane with Huni. I mean, Huni, we mentioned it.
Yeah.
That Quinn pressure there that pulled people to the top lane was nuts.
Yeah, his champion pool is expanded to the point where he has counter picks for all the OP things, and he was something like 40 to 50 CS up at 10 minutes over solo in the top lane, and that's not even counting the good game he had on Saturday.
Yeah, it's always a struggle when you look at the Immortals guys to determine who's the real star of that team because they're always performing so well. We move to the jungle, we're going to find Dardoch of Team Liquid.
Yeah, this was a really hard choice between Reignover and Dardoch as far as who we'd want for OP in the jungle, but the impact that Dardoch had this week for Team Liquid, if you compare him with Reignover, everyone on Immortals did amazingly, so it's really hard to differentiate yourself. But Dardoch differentiated himself as a new power jungler in North America, and he'll want to keep up this level of play as the weeks progress.
Yeah, Reignover close second, but Dardoch kind of being that linchpin for the team. Even it started with that level 3 outplay there on Graves against the Elise. Love to see that. Graves, one of my favorite champions right now. We move to the mid lane. Huhi is our OP mid laner.
Yeah, and like we said, he put Saturday and Sunday together. A tremendous Corki game that was aided by Smithy giving him blue buffer in the early game, but that's not your recipe for an amazing Corki game. He did everything there. Then again, a fortuitous start with first blood in the COG game, but you have to be able to transition. His one shot in freeze in that mid to late game team fight that we just saw was crucial in COG being able to close out that win.
Yeah, Q ult W there on the LeBlanc. 202 yesterday, 617 today. Huge damage statistics, so he is definitely showing up as the rookie for that team this split. 80 carry. Piglet.
Finally, his hard work has paid off this week because he had so many good games in Team Liquid's defeats where no one else was able to pick it up, and then eventually Piglet would die and the team would fall apart. This week, he continued his strong play, but other people came to back him up, and he gets the nod.
Also wonderful to see him succeed and to see kind of that relief on his face. We've gotten to see those post-game moments where the hugs come through and you see that moment of like, okay, it's paying off. We found the recipe for success.
Yeah. Plus, he's had a couple of games now where the team has a bad start, and he hasn't tilted off the face of the earth, which he said he used to do, so it's a good improvement.
A lot of improvement for him there. Finally, our support is going to go to Afromu.
Yeah, 2 Morgana games, one of the classic champions.
We had montages last
blood.
year of his Morgana.
Picks up first blood in both games by landing good bindings for his team, and always solid play. Incredibly timely exhaust just now against RF Legendary on top of the rest of the play.
Yep, it's just such awareness there, and as you mentioned, just being a part of those first bloods, getting the ball rolling for his own team, it seems, every single time. All right, well, the grand poobah this week, and your MVP, though, is going to go to Dardoch of Team Liquid. I mean, we already mentioned it. This is a guy who, although has been a part of wins and losses for this team, something about the way he plays, the early pressure he applies to the map seems to be one of their major keys to success.
Yeah, the fact that he got so many big ganks on an impact at the start of Saturday's game was huge in their win. High kill participation, high pressure. It's not a tremendous KDA, but that's because he's going extremely aggressive and creating opportunities. And we had a pretty big debate about this. Honorable mention to Reignover. It was either going to be Dardoch or Reignover as the most valuable players this week, but we had to give the nod to Dardoch because it felt like he was more of a standout within the team for Team Liquid this week.
It also makes it really tough when your game's only 19 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, how many plays can you make in 19 minutes?
Exactly, to look fabulous, but good on Dardoch there as a guy who's coming into the split, making a name for himself. Looking ahead, though, what's in store this week for you, the fans? The future is bright. It starts off Wednesday with a free-range, completely organic and locally sourced primetime league at 5 p.m. Pacific. Right after,
words.
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. All right, right after 6 p.m., tune in for week 2 of the Challenger Series with Golden Glue and the rest of them. We're looking to take down Liquid Academy. And then on Thursday, the LCS returns over in Europe with